Why don't everybody come on over?
Yeah, so we're going to stand right in here.
We'll make sure Kara has your contact information.
I love this recyclable podium.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody for coming. My name's Heidi Sanborn. I'm the Executive Director of the California Product Stewardship Council. And I'm going to talk in a little bit, but this is actually hosted here at Allan Company. So I want to introduce Adam Holt with Allan Company to kind of welcome everybody. Adam?
Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Allan Company was founded in 1963 by Steve Young. He saw a business opportunity where he'd also be part of doing good. Allan Company has since grown to become one of the largest independently owned recycling broker, packer, and exporter of recovered fiber in the United States. We currently handle over 1 million tons of recovered fiber, whether that's paper, plastic, glass, metals, electronic waste, both domestically and overseas. Since recycling is what we do, it's a core to our business, we're excited to work with Smart Planet Technologies to recycle the reCUP. One of the challenges for recycling businesses is all of the obstacles that can get in the way of recycling because a product is not designed with recycling in mind. Smart Planet Technologies has changed this paradigm by introducing an innovative coating technology which allows for cups and other paper barrier packaging materials to be easily processed. And recycling is good business too. Not only are we doing good for our environment, but we're also creating jobs, and hopefully that momentum carries us through the next years and decades. Allan Company operates 12 state-of-the-art recycling facilities. You're standing in one of them right now, here in lovely Santa Ana. And we're part of a multi-billion-dollar business. We've seen a lot of changes in the recycling business over the last several decades. We pride ourselves as a company in helping cities and municipalities in meeting and exceeding their waste diversion and recycling goals. Innovation is key to being able to do more, and we're really proud that Allan Company is part of that innovation. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Jeff Malin from the Governor's Office of Business Development, which was established in 2012 to make California an even better place to do business. So Jeff.
Well, thanks for having me. It's my pleasure to be here with you this morning in Santa Ana. A few comments, and I've shared this actually with a bunch of you that are gathered here today. You don't get to achieve progress unless you've set goals and come up with plans and taken action to achieve those goals. And years ago, the state of California set out on what's called the 75% initiative, where the state was trying to recycle 75% of all of its waste from landfills by 2020. And just about a week or so ago, Cal Recycle issued an update on where we're at with that initiative, and we're not hitting our numbers. And so one of the main points I wanted to talk about today is we need more companies like Smart Planet, like Allan, to help the state achieve its recycling goals. And so my office, I work with what's called the Economic Development, GoBiz, which is basically the Business and Economic Development Office for the state. We were created basically to serve as a single point of contact for the business community. The state didn't have an office like GoBiz before, and so it was very difficult for businesses to try to find resources for themselves, try to learn about state programs, state services to help support their growth. And so I work with the investment services team. We assist companies, and I look forward to working with both Allan and with Smart Planet later to talk about other resources the state has to further support their growth. Things like tax credit incentives, sales and use tax breaks, property tax exemptions and exclusions, workforce development training support programs, financial assistance programs, permit assistance programs, energy environmental programs, innovation and small business assistance programs. So we've got lots of different programs and services. Challenges, most companies don't know that we've got a lot of these resources, but once they find out we've got these resources, sometimes it's a little bit of a struggle to try to go out and get those resources. Our office is established to help assist in that regard. And so we look forward to working with the business community, and I appreciate being here to celebrate the award today. So thank you very much for having me.
award, Smart Planet Technologies, with our California Product Stewardship Council Green Arrow Award. This is our 8th annual Arrow Awards that we give to businesses that are innovators in California, trying to do the right thing, helping us close the loop and create a circular economy in the state of California. As Jeff said, we have recently found out that our state's recycling rate has dropped from 50% down to 44%. We're going in the wrong direction, which means we've got to innovate and try new things. So we're very happy to celebrate on our 10th anniversary ourselves this month. At Smart Planet Technologies and some other businesses we celebrated last night at our awards ceremony, which are doing amazing things like creating the liner for the reCUP, or coating I should say. And it is the first commercially available paper cup that is engineered to be recycled. And I just, came in on the Amtrak where I actually asked them to refill one of my coffee cups because I didn't want to waste it, knowing it still has plastic in it. It's not a reCUP. And he said, no, I can't, because we actually count how many coffees we sell by the amount of cups we use. So he literally would not let me refill an existing cup. And this is the kind of stuff we've got to change. And so I will be writing Amtrak about that. They don't know who they said that to. That's a good thing. That's right. Well, we'll get them coming along. So when companies look for innovative solutions to everyday problems, we want to thank them. We want to scream from the highest mountains, thank you, thank you, thank you. Give them support and help them propel into growing as fast as they possibly can. Because what that means is a lot of tonnage. So I want to congratulate Todd and his team for this innovation. I know they're going to explain it better, but I want to give them the award. We're kind of re-gift again from last night. But this award is actually an art piece made from repurposed glass on sustainable wood.
It's heavy.
Congratulations.
It's heavy.
It is heavy.
I went to lift it up.
That's heavy.
Yeah, and they do break. Osh is very upset because theirs from last year fell and it broke, and they're asking me for a new one. I said, I can't afford a new one.
That's right, you should pay for it.
One more
So I'll
look,
let you go
guys.
ahead and...
Heidi, one more.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and love it.
Thanks. All right. Well, thank you, Heidi. It's an absolute pleasure to be here, and I appreciate you all coming out. It's a pleasure, and we really appreciate the recognition from California Product Stewardship Council for our innovative technology. The goal, as you know, is to move the needle. And for us, the reality is 7 billion paper cups end up in the landfill each year in the state of California because of the plastic coating that's used to produce those cups. And so in an effort to solve that problem, Smart Planet, we've developed the reCUP, which is the first recyclable paper cup, or I should say cup that's engineered to be recyclable. Now, the reCUP is not like a regular plastic coated paper cup. The reCUP uses a product called earth coating. And earth coating essentially is a mineral-based coating that allows for any of the paper that it's put on to be easily repulped through traditional plastic or through traditional paper recycling equipment. Okay, and so I'm happy to say that's not all. In addition to all of the cups that we can apply the technology to, we also have a number of other applications that it applies to. So whether it's a takeout box or a food tray or a sandwich wrap or a corrugated package, or the list goes on. We have the potential to unlock over 2 million tons of high-value fibers that are currently being diverted to the landfill because of the mixed waste that they're seen as. So by optimizing the materials, we see a real opportunity to create value and an incentive for that collection, thus lending itself to the 2020 goal, reducing the waste, diverting it from the landfill ultimately. So I'm happy to say it's finally a material that's been designed with the recycling community in mind. Right? The goal is to give the recyclers valuable materials to process. And so by doing that, we've got a cup that looks the same, acts the same, carries the coffee the same, or the drink of your choice the same. The big difference being it's actually made of materials that are easy to repulp, to process through their equipment, and that's the key. You create the value, you drive the incentive. So ultimately our invitation, now that we've created this material, is to invite the recycling community to actually band with us, join together, accept the reCUP, adopt innovation, and let's drive profitability into the recycling communities throughout the state of California by adopting innovation and making smarter use of materials. That's all for today, guys. Thank you very much, all right? We have one more opportunity. We're really thrilled to be here with the
We're in the RMDZ zone, so if you ladies want to come up, we'd love to see what you guys have. You're just coming
That's
from both
Recycling
sides.
Market Development Zone. If you don't know the acronyms in the garbage industry.
Right.
So on behalf of the City of Huntington Beach, the Zone Administrator for the Orange County Recycling Market Development Zone, we'd like to congratulate Smart Planet Technologies in recognition of receiving the esteemed Green Arrow Award from the California Product Stewardship Council. On behalf of the City Council, we congratulate you for your innovative coating technology in support of waste diversion as it aligns with the Power Cycle RMDZ initiative. And we also have the City Attorney.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you.
and I want to say that this is the City of Santa Ana's first success in our Orange County Recycling Market Development Zone efforts in Santa Ana. It's really important that this is a springboard, and we want to see more innovation, and we just want to say thank you for taking that first step, and we hope to see more.
Thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
We'd like to present you with this
Yeah,
compensation.
thank you. That's great.
You should straighten the paper out there.
Oh, sorry,
There
I
you go.
apologize. I'm working on it.
1, 2, 3, guys.
I want to have a big picture.
Right here, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful last 1, 2, and 3. That's it.
All right, got it. Thank you. All right, thank you. Thank you, ladies. Very kind.
Now, are you going to demonstrate the cup?
Yeah.
Awesome.
If you guys don't mind, if you want to just step up, I'd love to show you what the difference is between a traditional paper cup and what we call the reCUP. If you'll notice over here, these are the traditional paper cups. You're probably familiar with some of these brands. And if you look closely, the plastic liner is very plasticky. It's 100% plastic, right? So it's got a lot of give. Very hard for a recycling machine that's processing paper fibers to process, right? However, by using the reCUP materials, the earth coating, you'll notice that this material is extremely easy to break apart. So we're fortunate that the coating acts like a coating that keeps the coffee in the cup during the drinking of the materials, but when subjected to the paper repulping machines, breaks apart like tissue paper, making it very easy for the recyclers to process the materials, thus creating the much needed value. So I want to thank you guys all for coming. We're going to close with a tour just around the facility. If you're so inclined, we'd love to have you join us. And did you want to say any last minute words?
I just want to say
Oh.
that we had a picture here.
We failed to mention.
We should mention that how many cups?
So annually, enough paper cups get discarded into the landfill to fill the Rose Bowl
In California.
in California.
Just California. So we could save a landfill from having to exist every year.
Hey, look,
from using this.
Adam, huh? Right? So thanks, guys. That was just an illustration to bring up the gravity of what we're looking at. Thanks very much for everybody coming. We appreciate the support. We look
really
forward to
do.
working with you. If we could keep in touch with everybody, it would really be greatly appreciated. So thank you. Appreciate it.
And I just want to say, we are going to stick with them. This is not a one-day award. We're going to stick with them to make sure that this is a success. Write articles, try and get more press. We encourage the city to do the same. Maybe bring them to City Council, get them on the video channel, re-give them the award so that more people see it, because it's amazing how fast it can start to spread, just the right people see it.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks,
Now
guys.
we got coffee.
We have